have you ever had the subtle recognition that unexpected forces are guiding you, the universe teaching you, demonstrating to you that the isness of being, the consciousness that is aware of everything within the universe, the space time continuum coming fully into balance and integrated with its own energy, is the distinction of knowing your presence, your energy, and your ability to reciprocate that energy within oneself? So there's a maturation of the soul. There's a connection that is directly subtle, that you can know it without a shadow of a doubt. That awareness and consciousness is not something that is taught, but it is something that is known, that is observed, that is carefully and decisively known through the seeking impulse. So we don't have to try to fix who we are. We don't have to try to eliminate all of the trauma, because the healing process is the healing process. And whatever arises, whatever comes up into being, whatever comes within the reciprocation of energy, can immediately and directly be reciprocated and loved and forgiven. But we try to fight ourselves. We're fighting gravity. We're fighting our belief systems and our thought forms and who we are as people. That no body, no thing, no consciousness has a direct correlation to tell you who you are except for yourself. It is molding you back into the person that you want to be, but it's the consistency within the ability to know your recognition of why you are here, your purpose, your calling, your direct perception of source energy, to follow through on your innermost guidance, that it leads you to the synchronicities and the signs that you're wanting to make, because you're adding and subtracting everything that does not need to be there, and you're actually implementing actual actions that are pushing you into manifestations. You're visualizing it and then you're doing it. Then you are visualizing it, then you're doing it. Then you're meditating upon the soul and the spirit, and meditating on top of the I am presence, and being able to know your energy emphatically and directly. So that's something that is very powerful, very potent, very understood. And that in this moment, you can become the oracle of love, light, and wisdom. You can become the densities of consciousness and have that insectoid DNA, to where you follow through on your lineages. The seventh hybrid race coming into this connection as prophets that are lined up to give demonstrations and teachings of consciousness, so that we're able to reciprocate and eradicate the hypnotic programming that has been on this planet. There is a direct channel for us all to be interconnected and interwoven within the interstellar connection of consciousness. So this means that your belief, your assumption of all parallel realities coalescing inside of one and breaking down the barriers of what heaven and hell is, you see that it is an illusion. You see that heaven and hell is what you make it. You see that everything that you do, the law of assumption, the law of compensation, the law of being prosperous, is just as simple as shifting your perception of being here and now, forever present. That you're never lacking of anything, that you're never yearning for anything, you're never feeling like you're lost, but you're wandering in the woods to find yourself again. Unexpected forces are here to guide you, and you can use that in any way that you want to. But it doesn't mean that it's a sinister force, but it means that you're using it as a positive influence. You're using it as an influence of inspiration, an influence that breathes life into connection instead of breathing death. No matter how many times that you walk in the shadow of the valley of death, you fear no evil, right? But you see that the Redeemer lives within everything that you do as the blessed indeed. You see that nothing can change that you are always that, and that you've always been that since you incarnated here on this earth. You have always been that demonstration of source energy. You've always been that connection. So don't ever stop being that connection, because it is who you are. So, in this moment, purify where you're coming from instead of where you're going, and it will take you to places you never dreamed.